Hey there, artists and naturalists. This is Miss Funk, and I'm going to show you how to use Sketches School to create a drawing of a maple tree on your iPad using fractals. So first step, open Sketches School. There we go. Open up a new sketch. And using any tool you want, you're going to make your ground and your sky. So I'm going to go with some watercolor here, make it a little darker green for my ground. And maybe I'm going to take another tool as well to kind of overlap with another kind of green, just to give myself a little bit of depth in my drawing here. Here, I'll take a different tool, slightly different green, and just kind of add some in there. Next, I'm going to do my sky. I'm going to go watercolor, and I'm going to make it really big this time. I'm going to go with a light blue, and I'm just going to I'm just tapping my screen and adding in a little bit here. Sketches School has so many cool things that you can do with your tools. So just kind of have fun with it, play around with those tools. I'm going to add a little bit more green on top because my blue just kind of covered over some of that. All right, so now that I have my awesome environment for my tree, and I'm going to start by making my tree trunk. I want mine to be realistic, but you can use any colors you want. All right, so starting with the biggest version of the tool you can, you are going to make a large rectangle shape that just goes right over your background. Now, I'm just realizing the marker tool, you can see through it. So I might want to use this paint tool. There we go. That is opaque. That means you can't see through it. And it also has this kind of nice texture to it. All right, so there is my tree trunk. Now that is the first step in my fractal. I have my simple shape. So take that shape and I'm going to make two. So the fractal becomes more complex. So this is branch number 1 and this is branch number 2. You could do 3 branches if you wanted, but I'm just going to start simple with 2. Each of those is now going to become 2 more branches. Notice these branches are not as thick as the trunk. And as I start getting farther and farther out, I might even change the size of my tool even more, like this, to start creating my smaller branches. If you find that you have any areas that look a little bare, just add another extra branch in there. The fractal doesn't have to be perfectly divided in 2 each time. So maybe I'm going to go with my middle size right here and do a little bit more branching right in the middle.